Let's do an example of simulation of a random situation. This is based on Chapter 11, number 21 from Bach-Vilma DeVoe, but I changed the number to make it a little different. We're simulating a free throw situation in basketball. Bob is an 80% free throw shooter. So he makes 80% of his free throws, but we're assuming it's pretty random. We're really assuming it's completely random from throw to throw. Whether he makes it, it's just going to be 4 out of 5 that he makes. He goes to the free throw line for what's called a one-on-one. And what that means is if he makes the first free throw, he gets to take one more shot. If he doesn't make it, then he's out of luck. Okay, so how many points is he likely to get? And it's just 1 point per basket for free throws, if you don't know basketball. Okay, so there's a few ways we could do this. We could use a random number table to simulate this, and I actually pulled these random numbers out of the back of the book. Or we could use the calculator, or there's more sophisticated methods as well, but for just simulation, those are the two that we would choose. Okay, so first we need to do the think part and figure out exactly what's going on and use some of the terminology. A component of this would be just one event, okay, and so that would be one pair of random numbers. Well, I don't know if I want to call it one pair. It'd be one, sort of one and one set of random numbers. What we're going to do is we'll pull one random number, and if we deem that that means he made the free throw, we'll pull another random number. Otherwise, we don't need to use the other one. Okay, so that's what that means. The outcomes are going to be, oh yeah, and let's describe this more precisely. So we'll pull one pair of random digits. And remember, if you're using random digits, they're 0 to 9, so you're going to get numbers from 0 to 99. And we just need to figure out which one of those should count as him making the shot. Well, it's 80 out of 100 for free throw shooting. Okay, so we could either use 0 to 79 to represent him making it, or 1 through 80. Just to be different, I think the book usually starts with 0. Let's just say, let's say 01 through 80 count as making the shot. Okay, if he makes it, pull another pair and count similarly. And we'll see that in action in a minute. The outcomes are going to be either no points, 1 point, or 2 points. A trial will be many repetitions of the one-on-one situation. Because we'd like to say things like, on average, how many points is he likely to get? Or maybe make a histogram of how many points is he likely to get. So the response variable would, well, there's various things we could make. I'm going to show you how we could make a histogram of how many points he makes each time. And then a simple numerical summary of that would be the mean number of points he makes over all the different times we simulate this. We can look at on average how many number of points he makes. But the histogram actually has more information, so that's going to be interesting. Okay, so now we're ready to go. Okay, so that's the show. And we're going to go ahead and use this random number table, and then I'll talk a little bit about how to use the calculator. I can't show it because I don't have the program working that actually does the document camera, shows it. Okay, so with the random number table, I'm just going to start putting in the results of each component. Okay, so for the first one, unfortunately, he misses the first shot, and so he doesn't get any chance to get any points, and so he's made 0 points on that first one. Okay, and we're going to build a histogram here in a minute. Now I've used the 96. We don't want to use that again. 29, that's between 01 and 80, so he makes the first shot, but then the 90 means he misses the second one. So he's gotten 1 point on that second trial. And then 71 means he makes, and 96 means he misses. Okay, so that means another 1. We've used up through the 96 now. Actually, let me kind of maybe make a little marker, and I'll keep moving the marker to see what we've done. Okay, 98 is the next one. Oh, sorry, he did miss the first shot. He doesn't get a second chance. Now, 64-22. Hey, that's the first time he's made 2 shots because both of those are between 1 and 80. Yay, he made 2 points. Okay. 06-39. That's another one where he makes 2. You'd think he'd make 2 sometimes. 23-18. Excellent. He's making 2 that time. 55-62. He's making 2 again. Okay. 82. Oh, not quite. 82. He doesn't make it. And he doesn't get that extra shot. Okay. 69-92. That's makes and misses. He gets 1. 91-41. Oh, just 91. He misses the first one, and he doesn't get it. 41-25. Both are good, and he gets 2. 38-87. That's a makes and misses. He gets 1. And then, oops, I need one more random number off my table, maybe. Let's see. 29-41. He makes both. And, well, since I don't have another pair with that, let's stop there. I forgot. I thought that was going to be the right number, but it wasn't. Okay, so we've made 14, done 14 of the individual components. And let's count that as a trial. Okay. And let's see. I need to definitely rescale graph axes there. What do I need to do here? This is just ridiculous. The bin should be 0, 1. Well, you know what? We should a histogram's probably right. Let's just do a dot plot. There we go. Okay. So there's our dot plot. It looks like 2 out of this very small number. This is a pretty small number of trials. I just didn't want to bore you. You've got 2 is the most likely, and then 1 and 0, in fact, had the same number. Okay. So this is we've got the histogram resulting from the simulation. And let's calculate the average number. So let's do a little summary of, okay. And the mean is 1.14. So that's on average, how many was he making each time he went to the line in one-on-one situation is 1.14 points. Okay. So that's interesting. I would have guessed maybe he's an 80% free throw shooter. That's pretty good. Definitely most of the ones he tries, he makes. And so I would hope that, okay, probably pretty likely to be 2 points out of sending him to the line. And on average, maybe something close to 2. Well, it's not really. It's really much closer to 1 point. So it's almost as if he's just making half of those, which sounds like maybe more like a 50% shooter. But the way the one-on-one situation works, because he misses the first one, he doesn't even get a chance. If he misses the first one, he doesn't even get a chance at the second one. So it looks like the average is actually maybe a little lower than what we might expect. So that means that maybe the situation where you'd have this might be near the end of a game. You might purposely foul somebody, and then the other team gets these free-throw shots. And it's good to know, okay, this guy's really only maybe going to make on average 1.14 points, even though he's a pretty good free throw shooter. Okay. So just a little word about how you would do this with the calculator if you don't want to use a random number table. With the TI calculator, you'd go to Math Perb, the Math Perb menu, and then the number 5 is randint, and you do a randint of, let's say, 0 to 99, and then one good way to do it, just to be really systematic and avoid button pushing, is let's just pick 2 random numbers at each time, and so that would give you something like 56, a little list with curly brackets, 56.99, boom. And I was able to sort of be a little more efficient by picking out just one pair, or just one random 2-digit number, if he missed the first one. But let's just do it this way. We could just do randint 0992. It gives us a pair, and then I could just look at that pair and say, okay, that's a make and a miss. Okay, and so that would be 1 point. Then we repeat, just basically press a second entry or enter pretty much, and then maybe it would be like 8712. Well, because the first one is a miss, doesn't matter what the 12 is, that'd be 0 points. Then we do randint 0992 again, and then maybe we get a 2317, and that would be 2 points. Okay, and so that's a way to generate the random numbers if you're not looking at a random number table. It's pretty similar though. Okay, I think that's about it.